Hey, so welcome to the very first breathing video for the flow training program. So why is breathing such an important part of this program, right? We're talking about move, we're talking about breathe, and we're talking about flow in this program. So why is breathe a part of this? Breathing is the most powerful tool that I have found to help me deal with fear and help me deal with stress. So remember, a big part of flow training is self-defense, right? And self-defense, we defined it not only as the potential of someone attacking us, but actually protecting ourselves against anything that can cause us harm. And breathing is how we're going to help ourselves deal with whatever that situation may be, because whatever stressful situation we're facing, whatever danger we're facing, is most likely going to trigger a fear response. It's going to trigger a stress response. It's going to trigger some form of anxiety. And having the ability to deal with that is how we're going to give ourselves the best possible chance at a positive outcome in a bad situation. So when I say we're going to focus on breathing, what does that mean? Well, first of all, we're going to learn breathing technique. We're going to look at some very simple breathing techniques that will enhance your breathing and help you use breathing to deal with fear and stress. We're also going to look at a little bit of the science behind breathing. We're not going to go too deep on the science, but I do want to introduce certain aspects of the science behind breathing. Why? Because once you understand the science of it, it just makes it so much easier to understand why we're asking you to do certain things. So we're going to look at the brain. We're going to look at how breathing affects the brain. We're going to look at how breathing affects the nervous system. We're going to look at the breathing system itself and see how that works. We're going to talk about lung expansion. We're going to talk about diaphragmatic breathing. And so the more you understand the science behind it, the easier it will be to really trust in these techniques and believe that they're going to work for you. And we're also going to look at some guided breathing sessions. So every once in a while, I'm going to introduce a different type of breathing session where it's going to be really more about, okay, now that I know how to breathe, what do I focus on? Right? Because a question I get a lot about meditation is, what should I be thinking about? What should I be focusing on? And our goal here really is to use breathing in so many different ways. And sometimes it's just about calming your mind. Sometimes it's about focusing the mind. Sometimes it's about problem solving. There's all these different ways that we can use breathing. So every once in a while, we're going to introduce a guided breathing session to help you discover some of those ways. So in the next few videos, we're going to tackle all of those things. We're going to start with the breathing technique. We're also going to look at a little bit of the science behind breathing. We're going to then focus on those guided breathing sessions. So now that we understand the importance of breathing, the next step, learn how to breathe. So in the next video, we're going to talk about breathing technique. Peace.